Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvonne. I'm very glad you decided to join me. I want to make some extra things to go in the journal I'm making as a guest design team from Anna for Anna's Wonderland. This I made in the last video, the complete cover. I sewn in the signatures, two signatures. We flipped through them in a different part, and for now I chose that there are no strings hanging out. The strings are here. I cut them very short. I will put some glue here and maybe some cheesecloth to reinforce it really good. And then, like I said in the beginning, there will be lace covering the complete spine. I just wanted to try that. So that will go to the side. I want to add some pockets in here. I want to make some ephemera. I want to start with the ephemera because I always think that's a bit more interesting than making ephemera. So, but it's necessary, and I personally like to see what other people use as pockets and how they make a pocket. So this will be a journaling card. I didn't back it. Ah, I can still do that, that doesn't matter. The doily I crinkled up because it's otherwise so pristine. Don't like that. And I chose the white because these flowers are really white and I love that. I want to glue it like this. I hope you're all well. I'm diving right in. It's a very sunny day again. This week is incredibly beautiful weather. We had some great days, 25 degrees, 24 degrees Celsius. I love that because it's not that hot. Tomorrow will be over the 30 again, but yeah, we're not complaining that we have nice weather. So this is what I have in mind, and of course I want to put some embossing there. I don't want it too large, and I want that to be showing. If you hear my chimes, I think they are called, I have a lot of mobiles that make noise, and I have the fan on because it's very warm in my craft room. So if you hear tingling, that's one of the 10 that are in my craft room. I really love those things. What do I want to use? I want to use up this, the glue stick. I keep preferring, let's see how I wanted this. I keep preferring my wet glue. Yeah, right about. No, it doesn't matter because I want my doily a bit in the middle. I'm going to leave that loose because the picture will be on there and the label, so it will be, oh, and here the embossing, so it won't go anywhere. Yeah, so I hope you're okay, everybody. Enjoying the nice weather if you're in that kind of part of the world. I also like autumn and winter. I really like that we have seasons. My daughter lived in Indonesia, and of course, yeah, they don't have seasons, just the wet and the dry season, but that wouldn't be for me. It's I like it when it's a bit cooler and different. I don't mind that. But there are people who love that it's always good weather, so yeah. Everybody has a different taste. I want the picture to be adhered and not flopping, so I had to put some extra glue. and this will have to go under some heavy books because it's not backed yet. Now I know why it isn't backed, because I wanted to show you how you can easily make, yeah, a bit of a collage with backing papers. That looks also very nice. I'm going to put this on first. Check that on the camera. It's oh, I really have to think. It's Friday now, but when I air this, it probably will be, I have to tear here, start tearing here, and want it there, and then I have to go up a bit. Let's see if that's going to work. I'm going to tear it all the way. It will be a nice, too short. How did I manage that? Oh my God. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, and my husband served in Lebanon, so he's going to Veterans Day, and with when it was my birthday, my son and daughter-in-law and my daughter and her husband, they gave me a high tea for my birthday, because they know I love that. That's something you always make me happy when I have a high tea or lunch or dinner. That's, if you want to make me happy, that's the easiest way to go. I'm not particularly interested in flowers or plants or something. I rather, yeah, have a dinner, and we do that pretty regularly with the whole family, or we order takeout at home, and then they all come. Let's see, how high do I want that? Oh, it's not much. It's almost straight. I thought I could make it more bubbly. So yeah, I've got high tea tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a bit much, so I have to trim that. I'm not real happy with the way this is torn. It's always a bit difficult with embossed paper, because it's almost always, I don't know if you have that, but with me there are always cracks in here, and if you're tearing, it's easily what is this? Ah, there's the blue gone, but I want to ink it a bit. But if you tear and you have a crack, it tears more there than you anticipated, and overall it's not always a problem, but that is what happens. You can't exactly know how you're tearing. You see, like here, I just touch it, and yeah, in a way it cracks already because of the embossing. Like that. And then oh no, I don't need the textile glue. I don't know why I took that. Ah, this is a new one, and I thought, oh, it's obvious there are two different kinds, but I took the wrong bottle. And after the high tea, my daughter has an event with work, so her husband is most of the day and evening alone with the children. And yeah, my husband will be home late because the Veterans Day is in The Hague, Den Haag. So it's yeah, about 2 hours by train from where we live. And I asked my daughter if she would like that I take their daughter to sleep over here, because like I said before, their son Liam, my grandson, he doesn't want that yet, and Maya is used to sleep here, because when she was smaller I picked her up and she did her nap here. So then maybe she can stay here with me. Wow, really like it. Such a beautiful color of blue. Just a bit peeking out. And then on Sunday there's everybody, there's a route through our area where we live. And people are selling things they want to sell at their homes, on their driveways. So I think I'll check it a bit. I don't know if I will go all the streets, because we live in a very yeah, pretty large area. So with my niece, I don't know if that's possible, but just a bit. And maybe look for some toys for my grandchildren when they're here, or maybe some crafting supplies. But yeah, more, I will look for doilies and laces. That's, yeah, that are things that I would search for. Because really crafting supplies, that would be a long shot that someone is selling that. And yeah, other things I have plenty of, and laces and everything you use up, so you can always use more. The only thing I was doubting before I was going to make it, if this doesn't look too heavy for this part. It's very subtle, and this is a bit, yeah, I always call it heavy, but I really like it. I didn't want to cover up everything, because then it wasn't necessary to pick this. And I thought of putting a bit of script there. I don't know if I like that. And there's almost no green anymore, and I don't like that together. Let's see. And I took these out. Do I like something like this, maybe? Oh, this one is almost loose, so maybe I can use that. Yeah, it's a kind of trim. I think I bought it at AliExpress. I really like it. You can use it as a whole, but you can also it will go in the pocket mostly. Now, if I want to do that, I like it here. Oh, there too. Oh, I like it there too. Or, because I had in mind that I wanted to do it here somewhere, so the big one I ruled out, but now maybe it's nice as a and as a topper. I still have to figure out a good way to color my flowers and my laces, because I'm not really succeeding in that. They're all too bright for my liking. This one on top. No. Do I have another flower that would go with this? There's no pink in here, so I don't really like the pink. If you have a suggestion, let me know. I'm not going to do it for now. No, that's too big there. I'm going to leave it for now. I'll show you what I meant with the easy backing. I think we all saw a lot of people do masterboards. Sorry, I couldn't find the word. And in a way that's the same. Oh, that's too short. It doesn't always have to fit, because you can place it the way you want. Do I have a piece that... like that? You can, yeah, collage a bit, because I always want to write on my tags. And like I did with the tags for this journal, I printed them out and then I collaged on the complete A4. Yeah, like that, because there is green there. Maybe I do. And what do I want? I have a blank book page, but you can even use music sheet. You can't write there, but you can use anything on it. But I always want something to write on. Nothing is long enough. This is just cardstock, a bit creamy. It's a bit dull. But then if I take these ones, they're really brown. I don't really have something in between. Not liking those. What do I have where you can write on? Yeah, lined paper, of course. Coffee dye, but it's maybe a bit... Yeah, I think I'll cut this a bit straight. And I do like the masterboard for a background, but it's so different, the things mostly that I'm making, that I hardly ever use a... Let's see. Do I have more of this? Let's see. No, it's different. It's very dark green. Like that. No, you can't write on it. This you could write on. Thinking way too long. Again, I wanted to see how much I can cover with this. It's not that much. Yeah, so I'm not really making a lot of masterboards because I always want to see exactly what I want to make at the moment I'm making something. So yeah. But now I'm always thinking, what do I want on the back, and doubting. And I found that I really like this kind of this kind of collaging I do like, because it's a very easy way, and it gives the background or the back of a tag or a journal card a lot of interest, and yeah, that's something I really like. Put this to the side because I'm not going to use all that, otherwise it's a complete mess. I'm going to cover most of this. Let's see. I think, oh, a curly edge. Oh, I'm a bit all over the place. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm hoping to find some nice stuff tomorrow at when everybody is selling their stuff. And then in the afternoon, in the center of town, there is all kinds of things with theater and art, all cultural things, yeah, to visit and to look at. And because the weather is so nice, it's nice to ride our bikes to town. And I think my daughter and her husband would want to come also, so we can meet there, and then they can later take Maya home, my granddaughter. I think I'm going to put the glue on here. Check my time. I'm really taking my time now. But for, yeah, I've got a lot of new subscribers, and it's always nice when you can see different things you can, yeah, maybe learn from in one video. But well, we can fast forward if there's not enough time. I think that was the erase my pencil mark. Yeah, this is a bit overkill, of course, because now in a way I backed my card, and I'm going to stick something over it. Normally the other cards I did, well, I have them here. You see, it's yeah, really collage. Oh no, that one. No, those are not finished yet. Oh, here they are. There are some examples how you can do that. That's the ephemera we did earlier, and some ephemera I want to add. Just pieces. Sometimes it's nice just to put something in a journal that you didn't, yeah, just book pages, or didn't have much left. So I'm going to tear it a bit so the angle isn't so strange. And now it doesn't really matter how I'm tearing, because I have a complete backing, so it will be fine. Yep. And maybe use this. yeah, it's a full weekend full of nice things to visit or to do. And it's always nice when the weather is good to go out and visit something. Maybe drink something in town. Always nice. Trim it just a bit. Oh. Ah, it's completely sticking to my fingers. Now it has a nice back and there's room to journal. And I'm thinking if I want one to round the corners, or maybe I want to make it into a tag. But I can always do that if I choose the place in the journal that I'm going to put it. And this one will be a bit of collaging. I chose this image. It's not from the kit, but I will link it down below, and I really like this. And this is from the French embroidery kit from Anna's Wonderland. And I want to put it on here, and then just to have a bit of color, and I like the antique looking color and a bit of the gold. It's not really gold. I'm going to crinkle this up a bit and glue it on here, and then I can tear or cut it. Because this is of course digital lace from chapter 1, and it was this curly, it's not here, and that's why I cut it like that. I thought that gives it a little different style. This specialty paper from Epson, which I use for my printing. It's a bit harder to curl up. It's very sturdy paper, even though it's just 100 GSM. It doesn't. Also, it doesn't tear very easily. In a way, that's a good thing, but yeah, in junk journaling, it doesn't matter if it does. But that's okay. Put some glue on there. Let's see a bit the way I want that. I can't have too much because otherwise the card will be too large. Like that. I made it a bit of a tear, but now I can't see it. I know this. That and here. Yeah, you can't really see it in the brown. And now I was thinking if I want to cut it a bit wavy. I think I'll just do it. And let's see what happens. We have to try out things. Make it a bit more round. And maybe, yeah, again, let's if you do this with the normal copy paper I have, it's yeah, it's curling and very easily. And then let's see how I want this, because I can always cut that again a bit. I just want that peeking out, like that, and a bit of that. And I think I'll cut that off a bit more, otherwise it will be a very large stack, or journal card, I have to say. That's not much with this trimmer. Okay, he did fine. Normally if I cut just a little piece, it doesn't want to do that. Maybe I can try if it wants to do it on that side also. Until about there. Oops, a different position. Let's see. Don't know if I want to use that. Let's see if it wants to do it on this side, just a bit of the edging, because then it looks a bit more worn already. Snip that little corner. Does it want? Yes. And it's still a bit too wide. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I don't have anything of the beauty showing there, but it is what it is. I can't, because otherwise it will be too wide. Yeah, like this. Really, this is such a different coloring. I have a lot of digitals I have printed out and put in my in a folder, and or a binder. I have to say it's a binder, and it's much easier to choose from because I have so many digital kits. If you have to go through them on the computer, yeah, it takes forever. And now you're flipping through the binders, and it's way easier. And I have selected the backgrounds are in one binder, and the digitals, yeah, at the moment already in two, and labels and small embellishments are in one binder. So it's, yeah, a bit accordingly to topic. And now I use much more of the digitals. Oh, really like it. This again is, oh yeah, that's what I did, because there's another paper coming. I have that two-sided. I was startled. Oh, I have to do that again. I did it again, but I didn't. I backed it. And I've said that all before, but I don't want to make the things I make too thick, because my journals are always gator mouse. So I don't want to add too much bulk by adding even more to them by choosing, yeah, a cardstock or something. And now I want to ink this a bit. I'm sorry, I should have done that before. Just a bit extra. And you can, for this, yeah, particular idea, you can also use ledger. but the point is that it's a paper you can write on, but some digitals you can write on, so it doesn't have to be a normal paper, and it could even be packaging paper. And we're going to fold this and then attach the card. Let's see how far I'm going to have to fold it. About doing this correctly, yes, because this will be attached on here, so that's why I want it, and I want that peeking out a bit, so that is enough on this fold line of this. Maybe if I fold it like this first, because the lines on the back are not exactly the same. Maybe burnish it a bit. And now I can flip it over. And I will link Christina's information. She's from Crislana Crafts, and she's on Instagram and YouTube, and she sells her digitals in her coffee shop. I will link her digitals below, or her social information, because this idea is from her, and I really liked it. I made it before for another journal. I have the feeling I want to add something, and I'm not always so good at it. Never know exactly what to add. I want something, a little snippet or of some kind. Maybe a vintage button. I have to see, but I want to finish this first. And now this card will be on this, attached on this flip. And then, yeah, we're going to attach it, and I'll show you what happens, but I think you already know. Put the glue on here, because then I know that I have the glue in the right position, in the right spot. Oh, I'm not in frame, sorry. Put that about the bottom, and because I curled this, you can see a bit of the paper underneath. That of course is fine. And now we have beautiful extra writing space. You flip this out, and here I put one of the digitals of the kit, and you have all this writing space. I really like that idea. Yeah, I really want something here, not too big, just a little something. Maybe I can use that little flower. Where did I put it? Oh, yeah, that's not a good spot because I'm going to lose them. No, it's too big. Oh, I do like it. I can maybe put a little bling on there. This is always a little bit difficult because this sticks a bit difficult. I didn't use my art glitter glue for some time, so I hope it's not clogged up. Let's see if it wants to come out now. Aye. And sometimes it comes out very blobby. Let's see if I can bunch it up a bit. You see it gets loose very easily. A bit to glue on my flower. No, I think it's okay. And then maybe some bling. Didn't use my bling for some time. Yeah, I have to clip it because it wants to come up, because this is bunched up. Yeah, you have to, I don't know if the camera is really picking it up. I think I'm going to put a clamp on there, or what they are called, and we're going to move on. But this, I really like this as an addition in any journal. It's such a nice way, beautiful image and some papers, and it's okay. Then I thought it would be nice on this page. It's just a digital backing page, and this is a piece of the kit. It's just a piece from a page, and I want it as a tuck spot. It's really curling. I backed it just with a book page, and I want to I put some double-sided tape, but the lace has to be on there, so I think I'll have to use some extra glue. And let's see how far. It may peek out, but not too much. I want it just a bit, so I know how much, because the pocket is almost on the end of the page. It doesn't. Let's see, like that. No. I'm a bit above the double-sided tape. I forgot that I wanted the lace, so the double-sided tape, I want to add something more because of the lace. Otherwise, I don't know if it's really sticks. But that was something in scrapbooking. I didn't use lace or fabric sometimes, but mostly just the papers. Let's see how much it is now. It can be a bit showing of the paper. I don't mind that. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah. So now I'm going to put, let's see where the card ends. I'm going to put the art little glue also on here, and a bit here, and then this can go off. Let's see. It's there. Now I'm going to put it flush with the page on this side. Oh, I forgot that it's double-sided glue, double-sided tape. It sticks right away. Oh, it really curls up. Yeah, this has to set also. It's a bit thick, and And then I can put some nice papers in here for the recipient to embellish the journal more. It's not quite the same here, like that. A bit more color on the page. And then I can put some nice ephemera in there. Yeah. And I like that it's just peeking out. And just more on the one side. And that's something that annoys me. I have to put something on there also. And then here, if you saw the flip through of the pages, I did this page embossed and folded it over. I left this blank because I wanted to embellish it. And here is the other side. Here I really like this piece of ledger. So I'm going to cut that or tear it to size and glue it on there. That piece is too much. There's so many ways you can jazz up your journal. Let's put it like that, and I know where the pocket is ending. And here it's just a bit, how do I want it leave sticking out? I don't know if it will interfere. No, I'm going to, I'm trying to tear it. Let's see, it's not much that needs to come off. And if it's crooked, that's the nice thing about a junk journal. It doesn't all have to be perfect. If you follow me on Instagram, you know being perfect is a little thing for me to let that go. Sometimes it goes very well to let it go, and sometimes it completely doesn't, because on Instagram I asked help from you guys about the cover, because the blue base of the cover I cut wider because I had to try it out with the signatures, and then I thought, then I'm going to cut it to the right size. And I forgot, so now there's more space here than I normally do. But the overall opinion of everybody who gave his opinion, and there were a lot, I was very happy that everybody was thinking along with me. The overall opinion was, just leave it. It doesn't matter. And I didn't want to cut it, because I really like the blue border that is surrounding the journal. And if I would cut here, you wouldn't see this little bit of the blue border anymore. And I didn't like it. And like if you saw the videos where I make the cover, you know I don't have this blue anymore. It was just one folder I had, and it's used up, so I couldn't make, because that would always be my first thought. I just make, if something isn't exactly the way I thought of it or I want it, I just make it a new one, because normally it's just paper and it's not a big deal. And but now I couldn't, because I don't have that cardstock anymore. It's peeking out a bit, but I don't mind. Now it's a nice pocket to put something in. And here I want script, and I was thinking a bit about this. Goes very well with that. And where did I want the butterfly? Ah, on the pocket. I forgot the butterfly. But I also have this blue, and because there's blue in here, but it's not very visible because it's on vellum. But the blue is here underneath, so the blue is showing, and I think I like the blue better. Yeah, decided. And I want this bottom piece. I want that in there. So I'm going to put that in the middle, and then I'm going to tear here and here. And now I saw I didn't ink this side of the vellum. Of course, ink, yeah, I think inking goes very well with this kit because she has all over all her papers, she has this border, so I really like inking with that. This I maybe can use. Erase that. This one. Please let me know if you're crafting along or if you're just watching for inspiration. Both is great, of course. I'm always glad if you're watching and yeah, maybe get some inspiration from what I'm doing. Get some ideas. I really need. Oh, I didn't ink the ledger. I can do that a bit. Let's see where it is. A bit careful that I don't go on there. Ah. This I do very often on like this. And you don't smear that. It wouldn't be a great problem with this paper, but that's why I do it like that. Put my things back. Let's glue on this. Oh, upside down. And I wasn't finished, or oh yeah, I was finished. Maybe crinkle it up a bit. Put some glue on here. And when I'm on holiday, I can start thinking about my next project. I think I want to revisit my yeah, accordion fold or flip-flop. It all looks a bit the same. I made I called it an accordion fold journal, but in a way it's the same opening and closing of like a flip-flop, only my accordion was a notebook style size like this one that I'm working on now, and then it was another guest design team, and I really like that format of a journal, so I want to I think I want to revisit it. It's like this, but you open it like an accordion and you have 3 signatures in each section. That's looks great also. second pocket. Where did I put the one pocket? Because I wanted to add just for a bit of color. And here there is this dark, yeah, blue-gray. So I thought I like it if there's a butterfly there. I really like butterflies and I don't use them very often. Forget, we have so many materials. Maybe later a bit of bling. Like that. Rest for a minute. And now for these pockets. Yeah, it's a bit long. No, I'm going to leave it because I want to add much more lace and pockets. So the front and back pockets I will do in the next video, because otherwise the video will be very long. So this is it. Here I didn't do anything. This is filmed in another, oh, I have glitter everywhere. I don't know. Oh, from this. This I did another video if you're new. And there's nothing else in here. Here I just put the tuck spot for a nice journaling card. Not this one, because I don't like the coloring. And this I made. Beautiful journaling card that can go inside here. Let's see. And then here the pockets are made. Yeah. So put everything to the side. It looks a bit cleaned up. And of course the extra writing space. It flips out and there's a lot of writing space. Oh, that's stuck down, that's not. And even here you could add a picture or something if you want. Yeah, I really like it. Beautiful. Very happy with it. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel that way. If you like this video, I would love for you to give a like, a comment, or subscribe. That makes my channel grow and I can inspire more people that way, so it makes me very happy. When I post this, the weekend will be almost over, so I wish you a very good Sunday and a great upcoming week. Bye bye!